Hello, YouTube. It is me, obviously. Okay, so some things I wanted to talk about right now is kind of going into like meal prepping and things like that. Yeah, I know this hair. It's been really engrossed today, and I decided to do some stuff at home because my daughter woke up dry heaving a lot last night, so I'm trying to push fluids and let her rest right now. I'm going to take my glasses off because, again, the reflection. Okay, so first things first, I did have to go get groceries. Like, I was gone for a couple days. My grandfather passed away, and so we had the wake and funeral with the family, and I got really off track with my diet. But sometimes you need that grieving process. You don't need to focus so much on, oh my god, I need to hurry up and get this in. I still try to do as best as I could, but obviously they're going to have food and stuff they prepare for you, and you don't want to be like, I don't want that because, like, I'm watching my diet. You feel rude. And plus, like, you need to just go ahead and eat what you want when you're going through that stuff. So, I mean, it's whatever. It's my opinion that you should just go ahead and eat what you want during a grieving process. Because usually it's only going to be like a couple days you go off track, so BFD, right? So, anyways, first thing I did was I went and decided to make a small list. Now, normally, like, I go and, like, check out everything I got, things that were already cooked and such like that, and then I'm like, okay, well, I need to add more protein, I need a couple of this, I needed that. So, I didn't really have any rice, but I had some potatoes that were already cooked, so I had those put aside. I pre-cooked some russet red potatoes before I left because I wanted to make sure I had some food when I came back home. So that way I didn't have to rush and do all this, but anyway, I decided, like, I'm going to go ahead and get groceries, because when your almost 2-year-old is out of milk, it's a good time to get groceries. Okay, so first thing I did was I go through my list. I usually make out a list of, especially if you're on a budget. This is especially if you're on a budget. I go through my list of all the things, like, that would help if, like, you're on a budget. So you'll see me with this little notebook. I know, cute sticker from my kids. And, like, that's how helpful it is, because I'm always jotting down notes now. I'm a big note taker, but I'm not a big documenting person. So I went through and I'm like, okay, so here's some, like, good ideas for your veggies and your greens. Here's some good ideas for your carbs. Here's some good ideas for protein, fruit, and your fats. And, like, I always write down a list of extras. So if you have that processed food you absolutely really like, but it's not terrible for you, go for it. Like, I like the Core Powers. I like the White Monsters. I like the Mint Power Crunch bars, and I like having some Gatorade every now and then. So, but I didn't get any of that. I'm actually trying to do a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. No, not as much processed. Okay, so what I decided to do for my groceries, which I don't have the list anymore because I forgot I tore it out and then I threw it away. So I got some chicken burger, I got some turkey burger, I got some chicken breast, I got jasmine rice. It's my favorite flavor. You don't really have to have a specific flavor. You should or should not get it. Just watch for the ones that are, like, a lot of, like, got like 5 billion other ingredients in them, because they might be higher in other areas and not. So you always have to figure that out, which is really kind of like pain in the ass. Let's be honest. And then, so I have plenty of fruit, but the only fruit I wanted to get that I didn't have was bananas. I do have a couple of, like, bad bananas that I put in the freezer, and I use those to make my own ice cream, which I'll, like, mix them up with, like, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and that's my ice cream. So it's a treat. I ran out of yogurt, so I got yogurt. I got eggs. I got egg whites, because I like hard-boiled eggs. But I don't like to buy the pre-made ones if I don't have to. Plus my kids like regular eggs, and I'll give them regular eggs because they need the extra. They're growing boys. Except for obviously my daughter. I also got milk, almond milk, like I said. That's pretty much all I can think of. Oh, I got guacamole. I already had a lemon, so I was able to mix up my water, because the only way I'll drink water is if it's like super ice cold and if it's got kind of lemon in it. If it's just regular tap water. Plus, like, lemon water is like super good for you anyway. Very, very beneficial. Okay, so, okay, I'm writing down a meat, so, yes, last night I was up for a little bit, so I decided to kind of make out some ideas for meals I want to do. So, like, today I was like, Wednesday, meal one, I want to have like a turkey bacon with one of my English muffins, which is the high protein English muffin you can buy. It's really good flavor. It's got like a touch of cinnamon, and so I don't know why, but it's just so good. And then for after my workout, I was going to have a protein shake and fruit, which I'm having my fruit right now, which is partially frozen raspberries and frozen mangoes. I'm kind of snacking on it. I have the protein shake later because I didn't get to work out yet, because obviously this is pre-planned before I found out my daughter was going to be sick. So I'll have it later. Yeah, I'll have the protein shake later after I do work out, though, here at home. My meal 3 was chicken and potatoes, which I threw on one of those chicken breasts I just bought, and then like the potatoes measured out, and it was quick and easy. Then you could also change up your list too. Like, I decided, well, I didn't buy fish because I just really didn't want to push the budget when I already bought, like, since I decided to buy chicken breast meat, not chicken breast meat, sorry. I did buy chicken breast meat, but since I decided to buy a chicken burger, I decided to not get fish because obviously it's a little more expensive. But I decided instead for my meal 4, I'm going to have like just a tuna packet and some broccoli. And my meal 5, I'm going to have one of my rice cakes with banana and peanut butter. Or actually I have cashew butter, which I like that on the rice cake because it's like super thin. So I've spread on a really thin layer and then put on like half a banana. So good. And then I just eat the other half. Or I give it to one of my kids. It's whatever. So yeah, you can change it up if you really need to. So there was another one, I was like going through I made 2 other meal plan lists that I wanted to do that I was like, oh, okay, I want to do this. I was like, well, since I didn't get fish, what do I want to do with the chicken meat? So I decided I'm going to go ahead and make out what I want to make in the list. So I wrote down bacon burgers. That's what I want to do with the chicken, ground chicken, is I'm going to mix it up with some seasonings, and wrap it with a couple slices of turkey bacon, and then cook it up in the oven. Now, I always do everything pretty much like 350 for 20-30 minutes depending, and I don't make them very big. I make them about the size of my palm. So if like you have a blender bottle, it's about that big. That's how big I make them. I have my blender bottles filled with that lemon water right now. I'm also drinking some yogi tea. I just wanted this because my coffee was actually making me feel like crap this morning. I know. I was like, are you serious? It's probably because all the crap I've had the last couple of days that I was just like, it finally hit me. So I have 2 things of yogi tea. I got the one with stress relief, and I like that. And then I have also the green tea, super green tea with antioxidants. Because obviously with my daughter being sick now, I don't want stuff to kind of go around. So I'm trying to boost my immune system because my immune system has pretty much been shot ever since I had her. Okay, so first off, I'm making a list. I was like, I want to make the bacon burgers, and I want to make some taco meat, and then I'll mix in some black beans and corn. Then I can kind of go through the list more and more if I want to pre-make anything. Most of the time I buy the tuna packets, so I don't ever pre-make anything with them. And some of them have flavoring, so I don't have to do anything with that either. I like anything as simple as possible. That's what I like to do. But if you ever decide you're going to go out and go grocery shopping and you want to keep it under a budget, I basically bought everything under $50, and most of it was meat. That's really not a bad deal. For other stuff too, like if you ever like just want to get ideas and stuff together, I'll even show you some recipes I like to make, just because, like I said, like my taco meat with black beans and corn, that's a whole thing. And then the bacon burgers, like if you ever want to see me make any of this, I'll go ahead and do that. But I just want to go ahead and kind of give you an idea that you can do this. It just really takes like 5 seconds to write everything down. And usually if you write it down, you won't forget that idea. Especially like I was like, what am I going to make with the chicken? Because I already bought turkey burger for this. So what am I going to make with this? That kind of thing. So any more ideas, questions, comments, like, share,